what happened in the last video. I actually used to try to voice act for this giant man zombie guy, but all he does is like growl and grumble. So I just sounded retarded for trying to voice him. And here is more MrDudeManSir. Okay, here I am. I gained, I know Ayano and I gained another one. Which one is it? I gained this Sayaka. I actually want to do Naho's first. Naho, where there you are.
皆様こんにちは、おはようございます。こんばんは。さえのきなほ役の山本彩乃です。いやー、プレイしていただきありがとうございます。いやー、あれですね。きっとブラッドカバーリピーティッドフィアーの方をプレイなさった方はびっくりしたはずだと思います。まさかナホちゃんがこんなキャラクターだったなんてと、私も台本をいただいた時にですね、とてもびっくりしまして、ハワワしまして、そのツイッターであわわわわってつぶやきましたら、いやそんなナホさん普通だったと思いますけどみたいなちょっと意地悪をされ、今日現場にはですね、どうしよう、このにゃんにゃん漢字はどうやって出せばいいのかと悩みながら収録に挑んだんですけれども、どうだったでしょうかね。お仕事とかは真面目にやるクールな女の子ですけれども、友達の前ではニャンニャンしていて、ちょっと自分に似ているのかなと思うところがいっぱいありまして、なんというか多分このブックオブシャドウズのナホちゃんは私なんじゃないかと思うくらい似てるなと思うところがありまして、前作のブラッドカバーリピーティッドフィアの時はほんと頭が良くて憧れの女の子だったんですけれども、そんな遠い存在のナホちゃんが私に寄ってきてくれたみたいな感じでした。でもそんな可愛らしい女の子らしいナホちゃんも気に入っていただければ嬉しいなと思います。それではまたいっぱい遊んでくださいね。じゃあバイバイ。
That was cool. And yes, I wish I could have heard your meowing and such, because I bet it was a lot better than my meowing. I had a voice crack every time I tried meowing. But I bet you were a good voice actor if I did have the voices out and whatnot. But yes, I know I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate mail turn on the voices, but then how will I narrate? Mako.
こんにちは、大上さやか役のまこです。収録するのも怖かったです。みんなもさやかのように失禁しましたか？こんなこと言うと事務所に怒られちゃったりして。可愛くてやりごたえのある役をできてとっても楽しかったです。ということで、まこでした。ありがとうございました。
That was very short. She must not have had a lot to say. But I do need to say something about Mrs. This girl. I want to say that in the first game you said that there was a person to look up to for intelligence and whatnot. You are dead wrong. She brutally murdered everyone, basically, because she gave false info that led everyone to their eventual demise in, Heavenly Host. She sent a lot of people to their deaths. And with that, I'm going to go to Shangri-La, the 5th chapter, and begin this. I deserve punishment for my actions. Each time I took a photograph with my phone, its flash made the school walls shine a bright, heavenly white. This is a place of solitude. Only she and I. Not another soul to be found. I just can't stay away. I was acutely aware that the hand in which I held my cell phone has begun sweating, and my breathing had become uncontrollably heavy. I was getting steadily more excited. It's all because of her. A perfect flower, brightly adorning the wall with its myriad of colors. Such was the departed female it spread for me. When I first encountered her, it took me several moments just to comprehend what I was seeing. I'd never beheld a person with such grievous injuries before. Wait, what? I'm not even certain the word injuries would be applied to a situation like this. What state of mind could cause someone to do this to another human being? Certain this action has been wrought by human hands largely because both their arms have been nailed to the wall with construction-grade linchpins. What? You know, at first I was like, oh, this is all cute and lovey, but then I remembered it was Marishka and he takes pictures of dead bodies, and now he's probably going insane thinking that the dead body is sexy. And now he's saying that all these injuries are also making her more sexy. That is weird. But slowly on the dugout abdomen, seemingly with the use of tools. The intestines lying on the floor, the smashed eyeballs and exposed jaw. One might think she'd been torn apart by wild animals, but the linchpins and the faint traces of bloody handprints here and there proved otherwise. And yet, this bold, finely crafted display of her body shows a clear will and a fiery passion for the part of the orchestrator. The blood that splattered far and wide shone in my flash like a bright red flame, and the whole chunks of flesh were strewn out above the flower petals. Above like flower petals. This flayed, eviscerated corpse with arms outstretched and nails to the wall brought mind image of Jesus nailed to the cross. But she was even purer than that. She was no self-sacrifice here, and no lesson to be taught. Whoever did this clearly had fun with it. They enjoyed killing her. They enjoyed destroying her. I suppose there are animals who kill not for food but for the sport, leaving the carcasses of the prey behind. Of course, even intelligent animals like the lion, monkey, and dolphin can subject to occasional exclusivism and abuse within the ranks. Yet only humans possess the capacity to turn their violent impulses into an art. Can it truly be all there is to it, though? My internal monologue had become I don't know that word. If only for a moment. What was it about this girl that fascinated me so? Witnessing an aftermath of the murderer's actions provided a certain freeing sense of childlike helplessness, to be sure. But why had she, in particular, stricken my fancy? This whole school was like a veritable corpse not supposed to be a self-aware game. I've seen so many other bodies since I arrived here, but none like hers. The moment I first laid eyes on her will stay with me always. Not just for the sight, but the smell too, hanging in the air like a steam after a hot bath. She was young, junior or senior high age. But that's all about I could determine. Her uniform was tattered and soaked through with blood, and there were no other student ID name tag to be found. The only reason I believed her to be a she, in fact, was due to the presence of a makeup bag and an tortoise-shell jewelry box on the ground nearby. Wouldn't you be able to see about breastises? No? Okay. Just me. I don't have the slightest clue who she may be, so why am I so drawn to her? Please, tell me. Who are you? The alarm on my cell phone sounded, as if in answer. Oh dear, is it already this late? The production of The Barber of Seville was airing in the MHK Education Network that evening, and Maya had asked me to record it for her. Being away from my TV at the time, I set a few reminder alarms on my phone that sounded at regular intervals beforehand. Maya was most renowned for her love of sweets and accessories and such, and I often wondered if anyone else knew how much she enjoyed the works of Rossini. I need to find Mayu. She's lost without me. Ah, bright and beautiful Mayu, beloved by all who knew her. I was the only one aware of the weakness that lay within her heart. Therefore, I was the only one who could truly protect her. Speaking of weakness, I wonder what's become of Mochita's little sister. I certainly enjoyed chasing her around earlier. Oh no. I know where this took place. I think this takes place at the in between chapter 4 and 5 or such. I don't know, but this is after he tried chasing Mayu around. Now I get to find out his internal monologue and what turned him insane. What about him? Because, you know, Morishige is this kind of an insane person who kind of just did things on his own in the first game. You didn't really know what about him, but he did stuff for you and helped you out for some reason. And then he ended up, I think, dying. Yeah. Or maybe, did he come home? Did he get home? I don't know. I really did not pay attention to him whatsoever. I certainly enjoyed chasing your... nope. I adored watching her run for dear life. It was an act benefiting the psychopathic pedophile. Yet I know no such thing. Why, then, did I glean such joy from it? I simply found her frail, cowering countenance to be irresistibly precious. The sight of an overwhelming, weak person standing before me, utterly helpless and alone, elated my very soul. The sensation was nearly orgasmic. I believe there is a word that describes someone who has sexual relations with dead people. I'm not exactly sure what that word is, but I know it's a very complex word I should remember, because I don't know why, but I should. But that is gross. Yet this was a friend's sister. For all the torment I'd caused, I certainly intended no harm. The perceived threat I represented just spawned panic and horror within her that I couldn't help myself. Thinking back upon it still makes me smile. I swear, it feels like there's another me slowly, steadily awaking within. No, this isn't right. This isn't who I am. Could it be that I am a nightmare's location is messing with my head? Indeed, this wouldn't do at all. If I were to return the real world with Mayu and the others without first discarding the new one, I wouldn't no longer be able to live the way I did before. I suppose I'd leave to erase all the pictures in my movies I store on my phone. Including hers. So you were videotaping chasing her? Are you... Yeah, I already know you're insane. Book of Shadows, Episode 5. Shangri-La. Emmy, Toko, anybody at all? Is anybody there? Crap, my phone. Is it okay? You're in the middle of Heavenly Host. You don't need a phone. Dang it, strap broke. Nobody in here either. Where did everybody go? Hard to believe we were just in the student council room. I guess Sachiko's charm was what did us in, huh? This wasn't just some ordinary school building. Some fellow student council members and classmates and I did all that weird ritual. And then, I passed out. I thought maybe I was in anemia or something. But then I woke up. I found myself in this thoroughly disturbing place. My friends were nowhere to be found. At first, I thought maybe this was just Toko playing a prank on me, but I quickly realized that it went far beyond that. I got angry. I screamed. I cowered in fear and begged anyone who could hear me to stop doing this. But ultimately, I was just talking to the air. This all felt like a bad dream. And I prayed in my heart of hearts that that's all it was. Because I knew I wouldn't be able to stand being in this horrible place all alone. I just wanted to see someone, to be with someone. I just wanted someone to call my name. I'm Mitsuki Yamamoto. You see, that is an easy name to pronounce. I still don't know how to pronounce Sayaka's last name. I'm still gonna pronounce it Awui, and I know that's not at all how you pronounce it. In 11th grade at Byakudan Senior High School. I serve as a clerk for the Students' Council. Wait, Byakudan? That is, I remember seeing those tags, like, littered around the first game and this game. And now I get to finally see the backstory to them. It's awesome. I'm right here, everyone. Right here. This is new. The decaying human head was forcibly crammed to the top left cubby. It must have been easy to make it fit. as long as they are tiny pieces of flesh and scab tissue all along the frame. Who would have done something like this? You know, when I saw my first body here, I couldn't stop throwing up. But I think I'm starting to get desensitized. I just hope the others are okay. Yeah, you do that. You get desensitized after playing Corpse Party for a while, and then you throw something new at you and you're still scared. I'm gonna read this. Being alone is scary, but being with someone else is even scarier. Stay alert. Don't let your guard down. Okay, I remember that sign. I will most definitely remember that. I'm gonna look at the door. The door is frozen in place, as if it was just a decoration on the wall. It doesn't even rattle when pushed. Dang it. The windows are the same way. What the heck is going on here? I'm not going to accomplish anything by staying in this place. I need to keep looking for my friends. Where am I? The second wing. You went far. Mitsuki. Ah. Who's there? It's me, Kurosaki. Kurosaki, where are you? We were in the same hallway, but separated by a huge hole in the floor. Still, I'd finally found someone, Kensuke Kurosaki, a classmate of mine from 2-4. After being alone here all this time, finally, a friend. I couldn't barely contain my exuberance. You're that guy. You're the guy who got murdered. You're a good person, but you are going to die, I'm sorry. Kurosaki, I'm so glad you're alright. You too. How are you holding up? You're not hurt or anything, right? No, I'm just fine. How about you, Kurosaki? Where are the others? I wish I knew. I only just woke up, and I'm still trying to figure out how I got here. No kidding. We're all in the student council room, right? So how come we all run down school now? Did someone carry us here while we're all unconscious? That's the only explanation I can think of, but I can't imagine anyone actually doing that. Yeah, you have to be pretty sick. But then, well, have you seen what's in here with us, Kurosaki? The dead bodies? Yeah. First time in my life I've ever seen a real deal. I was about ready to pee my pants when I realized what I was looking at. Oh, come on. I'm serious. That is a car driving by me. That's what I'm serious about. You can't have any cars driving by in a place like this. But this place is not safe. We need to find Kizami, Fukuroi, and all the others to get the hell out of here. Not Kizami. Not Kizami. Wait, is Kizami the guy you Spartan kicked this guy down into the hole? I think it is. He's not a good person. He isn't. Kurosaki carefully inched closer to the hole in the corridor, bit by bit, and then took a good, long look inside. You could leap right over that, I bet. I mean, you're in the baseball club, aren't you? You're good at sports. Something like this should be no problem. There's no way. I'll have to be a track star to clear that. Well, you'll never be the one with that kind of attitude. Man, don't mince your words, you know. You do not mince words, do you? Wouldn't expect anything less of you, though. Anyway, I'm going to go try to find some other way around. What? Wait. You stay there, Mizuki, in case anyone shows up while I'm gone. You don't need to be in such a hurry. Why don't we stay here for a little while yet? Don't leave me alone. I guess I can kind of be a pain in the butt sometimes. In class and student council meetings alike. I'm always trying to take charge. I suppose I'll have to be a docile and sweet like Emmy if I want to be threatened like a lady. Treated like a lady. Out of range, dang. Right when I needed a car to drive by me at immense speeds. When I needed it the most, too. The time display on my phone read 2909. Well, that's certainly not right. Maybe I got wait a second. 2909. 2909. That doesn't make any sense. Even in military time, it goes up to 24. I don't know what kind of time you're playing, but that does not make any sense. Kurosaki's taking an awfully long time. I sure hope nothing's happened to him. Hey! Anybody here? Kurosaki? I'm here! Over here, Kurosaki! Isuki, is that you? Figuroi! Oh, it's you! I remember you from the... I did a stream where I played with you. You had like... Oh, this is okay. In the stream, I did like this extra chapter thing. And like, the entire Byakudan High School was all gathered around, all the guys, of course, no girls, because as I'm going to reveal to you, they were playing a hentai game. And I remember that it's either this guy or some other guy picked a girl as a heroine in a visual novel, just because she had big boobs. But thank goodness, I was looking all over for you, Misuki. It was Masuko Fukuroi, a classmate of mine and the student council president who likes big boobs. And she cannot lie. He always had a scowl on his face and dug his heels into the ground on everything. But right now, his cold oppositeness was welcome as it could be. Fukuroi, I'm so glad you're alright. Wait, wasn't that exactly the same thing as with the Kurosaki? I really need to get some new material. I'm sorry. You caught me right as I was starting to panic. I mean, we're in this horrible place, and Kurosaki wandered off. Slow down. This isn't like you, Mitsuki. Are you saying Kensuke is here too? Yeah. He's on the other side of that pit. And since he couldn't figure out how to cross it, he just ran off to find some alternate way around. I see. Jumping the gun as always, then. Have you found anyone else, Fukuroi? What about Toko? I'm afraid not. No. Okawa. Or Katayama either. And no Kizami. Well, Kizami's probably fine by himself. You might be right. He's strong of body and strong of will. He does have a strong foot too, which use a Spartan kick you later and kill you. I doubt even in a place like this could bring him down. At any rate, once he's reunited with Kurosaki, we should make finding the others our first priority. Maybe we should try to find an alternate route around this pit ourselves then. Is that really such a good idea though? What if Kurosaki gets here after we're already left? Then he'll wait for us. And if we set out finding our own route, there's a good chance of running into him along the way. It might happen upon the others too. You're right. We can't just stand around or we never get anywhere. And I have to admit, I am worried about Tokyo and the others. Me too. We have to confirm the safety of everyone from Byakudan as soon as possible. The door to the art room is locked up tight. You know what? I'm going to saveify my gamification right now. Right down at the bottom of number 17. You know, if I were playing this game solo, I would only have one save file. Maybe like 2 or 3 that I went to replay the game. But I would never, like ever, make multiple saves for each time I want to save. I'm just doing that just in case, like, I lose my footage and I want to revert back to a save and I don't have to, like, replay a bunch of stuff. Because it happened multiple times before. A lot, actually. Which is the reason why, one of the reasons why I stopped playing Paranoiac a long time ago. There's a large hole in the floor here. It won't be possible to go any further down the hall at this direction. I know. I just wanted to make sure. You look like a girl sprite. You really look like a girl. I'm gonna go to this hall right here. I probably need to go down the stairs, but I'm gonna go check this hall out right now. Doesn't look like there's anything. Is there? There is no anything. At all. Well, let's go down the stairs then. See if there's anything at the stairifications. Are you here? No. You're just another stairwell like any other one. Music room. I remember the music room. There was a girl playing piano for no reason there. Let's see if she still played the piano, because I liked that music. It was all soothing and piano-y. Maybe there'll be something playing it. Is there? The first things I noticed when entering the room were a stack of candles and a box of matches right in front of my eyes. Has someone left these behind? These look fine, as long as they're not too damp. They should be perfectly usable. Come on, flame. He did it. He struck a match and made a fire. I propped up one of those loose candles and placed the burning match against its wick. How did that stack of candles, that bundle of candles, turn into one candle? Where are you gonna keep those things? I don't know. May not be much, but hopefully if someone comes into this room and sees this candle, they'll know that there are other living beings here with them. I decided it would be best to make the remaining candles in the box match with us, just in case we needed them. That will make me understand why there are no more candles on the table. I have 3 of them. And some matches. I guess I can examine this, I can examine that. Can I examine the piano? I can. What about the shiny things? I'm gonna examine the lid, but what? Okay, I thought it went away. Get the shiny thing.